Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Daytona in yellow gold on an Oysterflex strap with a ceramic bezel, reference 126518LN, with a Tiffany or a turquoise blue dial. I'll tell you a little bit about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement, also a little history, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with just a little history. Now, the Daytona has been around for a long time. I want to say since the early 60s. Since then, which has now been around 60 years, or maybe even more, it's gone on to make a lot of different variations. I'm not going to go into all of it, but basically the Oysterflex, which is the rubber strap that you see here on this ceramic bezel, has been around since approximately mid-2000s. So something like around 2010, they started making the Daytona with a ceramic bezel, and they started putting a leather strap first on it, and then they realized that leather strap is not that great. It has got some problems with it. It's not as durable. So they swapped it out for a rubber strap, and it's been on a rubber strap ever since. And it's really gone on to become one of the most popular variations of the Daytona. Daytona, there's for the Rolex sports collection, the Daytona has the most number of variations of any sports watch that Rolex makes, probably because it's their most prized collection. So with that said, they make the Oysterflex in different materials, all of which are in precious materials: white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, but they don't make it in platinum. And so the Oysterflex is marked by having a rubber strap as well as a ceramic bezel, which it doesn't come in any other configuration. It's always just what I said: Oysterflex rubber strap and a ceramic bezel. And I think that pairing really goes well because it makes the watch look really super sporty. Okay, now with that said, let's start talking about where does it stand in the lineup of other similar Daytonas. Well, this is a yellow gold Daytona. They make a couple, I think they make something along the lines of 8 or so variations of it, at least as of 2025. I'm sure they'll add some more later on. They're all around $40,000 retail price point, unless you add some diamonds. But the most of them are going to have basic colors. They're going to have a champagne, a black, a white. But then they're going to have two other variations that are really spectacular. One is a meteorite, and the other is this Tiffany, or this turquoise dial, which, as you can see, obviously this dial color really stands out, and it really makes the watch pop. In fact, the resale on this on the secondary market is going to have a markup, a massive markup, actually, almost double the price of the watch because of the dial color. So it really, makes a big difference. Because the dial is actually the thing that you look at most of the time. Every time you check the time on your watch or look at the watch, the dial is something that you look at. So the dial is very important. And having this cool blue color, yeah. Okay, so that's where it stands in the lineup, all right? And let's start looking at the watch itself, starting with the case. The case is a 40 millimeter case. All the Daytonas are going to be 40 millimeters. The older ones, I believe, were not, like the ones in the 60s and 70s, but all the modern ones are going to be 40 millimeters, and I think it's a good size. Most people are going to be fine with it. I'd say 95 or even 99% of the population can wear this 40 millimeter, and it looks just fine. Not only just fine, it looks amazing. I myself have also worn the Daytona many times, and it's actually my favorite sports watch that Rolex makes. That's saying a lot because Rolex makes a lot of great sports watches, but yeah, the Daytona is definitely my favorite. Okay, anyways, 40 millimeters. It's all made of yellow gold. And the new case, as opposed to when you compare it to the old case from the previous generation that had a reference 116518, is a little bit thinner on the lugs, that is. And also, yeah, it's a little bit thinner on the lugs. Okay, let's move on and look at the bezel here. Now, the bezel actually is also different from the previous generation. The previous generation had a bezel that was completely ceramic. The entire thing was ceramic. I guess that's good in the sense it doesn't scratch, but the thing is, it didn't look very good. The newer bezel has gold surrounding the insert, which is made in ceramic, so that it looks just, I would say, more vintage, or I'm not sure how I would describe it, but before it didn't have this gold going around the bezel. It just had a all ceramic block of bezel. So now, yeah, it looks much nicer this way. Okay, let's move on to the dial. Now this is really a special part of it. Rolex calls this dial a turquoise dial. Some people call it a Tiffany dial because of the brand Tiffany. They have this really bright blue, but yeah, it's a turquoise dial. And yeah, it's actually even more spectacular in person. What makes it so beautiful is, of course, is this dial, but also the contrast. They make a beautiful contrast of black on this turquoise, and it just really makes the watch pop like no other. And if you also look at the hour markers, you'll see that they're long and skinny. Previous generation, they were short and fat. That's another difference between the newer version and the older version. And also the subdials, they're the same size, but the subdial track that goes around the numbers, that holds the numbers, it's thinner. Before it was thicker, and it actually just kind of made the watch look a little bit clunky. Now it looked a little bit more streamlined with these thinner hour markers. So yeah, let's move on here and look at the strap. Now the strap has not changed. It's a rubber strap, but actually it's molded over two pieces of metal. There's like, I guess, a steel or some kind of metal that's going through the strap, the rubber strap itself, so that it keeps the form and fitted the correct way all the time. And it actually also has these kind of, they're like air vents, so that the rubber strap does not actually sit on your skin directly. It sits above it, and these vents allow the air to kind of flow out of your wrist instead of just sitting there and sweating, so that the watch really makes it really comfortable to wear. And it actually it props it up so it just doesn't have that stickiness about having like a piece of rubber sit on your skin for the whole time. I think it's a really excellent way to make the strap. In fact, I think I'd have to say that Rolex makes the best rubber strap of anyone. And no surprise, Rolex is the king, so they comprise the majority of high-end watches, so there's no surprise there. Okay, that's the strap. And the buckle has a comfort extension. You can extend it. Actually, it's not a comfort extension, sorry. It's a glide lock. I think the old version might have been a comfort extension. And this one is a glide lock. That's a good thing because it allows you to change the size of the bracelet quite a bit. Now, if you're still too big or too small, you can actually change the entire strap. We can do that for you if you buy it from us. So that's another good reason to buy it from us, aside from we can get you the watch at the cheapest, lowest price anywhere online. But yeah, the buckle here has a glide lock, and I think it's a pretty cool way to be able to adjust the length of the bracelet just by without any tools. Okay, let's look at the movement here. The movement actually is also updated, so I guess that might be another thing, by the way, that's different from the previous generation, is that it has a glide lock. I don't think the old generation had it. I really think it had a comfort extension. Okay, the movement here is a 4131. It's actually also improved. Before it was a 4130. You can't see the movement anyways, but it has a power of 72 hours, and it's more precise. It looks better too. And on the new other versions of this Daytona, such as the Platinum, you can actually see what the movement looks like. It more or less looks the same. Yeah, it looks quite nice. And it has a good power reserve to it. And it's also very precise. Okay, anyways, time to try this watch on my wrist and give my thoughts. Now, I'm a big fan of the Daytona. I really think that Rolex makes the best chronograph on the market. And this one's no exception. The Tiffany blue is just a beautiful blue. I would get it, except the retail price is $40,000, but it's selling, as I said, for almost double that. And the premium is really in the dial. So if you can afford that, then yeah, by all means, this would be a great watch to get. For most people, they can't afford it, so they get maybe a different dial configuration. But if you can't afford it, it's a way to get a premier watch that is really highly desirable and that very few people have. So for that reason, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. And if you'd like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.